Hello soulmates, you welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we'll be cutting this butterfly bubu short gown with oval neck line. I made use of 2 yards of Kampala fabric, and this butterfly gown has a pocket at the front area. You can see I took it a little bit 7 inches fringe. So guys, walk with me while I sew this beautiful gown. I've placed my fabric on the table. I have 2 yards of Kampala fabric here. Let's see, this is my fabric. I'll be using this A4 paper to illustrate the way I fold my fabric. Let's say this is the yardage of my fabric. You fold by the yardage like this. This is into 2. You can see the way I fold. Now I have an angle here. After folding like that, then the next you have to do is to fold again this way. That's into 4, because we'll be cutting the front and the back together. We are making a butterfly short gown. Make sure you fold your fabric right. Make sure this angle is showing this way. You can see the way it is. That's when you know you fold your fabric right. Next thing we have to do is to get the length of this gown. But before then, we start getting we get the armhole where the hand will come out from. So I will mark 9 inches here. This is where my hand will come out from. Then next we have to get is to get the waist. The waist that I'm using is 17. This is 17. Then we get the hip. The hip I'm using is 26. So this is my hip, 26. Now the next we have to do is to get the length of the gown. So the length of gown I'm working with is 40. So now this is 40 for the length of my gown. Then the remaining one I will use to fold it as the hem. The bust I'm working with is 36. 36 divided by 4 will give me 9 inches. So this is my 9 inches here. I will add 1.5 for ease. This is it, 9 inches plus 1.5 inches. Then on the waist, I'll divide the waist by 4. The waist by 4 plus 1.5 inches for ease. So the waist I'm working with is 30. 30 divided by 4 is 7.5 plus 1.5. Then on the hip also, I'll divide the hip by 4. The hip I'm working with is 39. 39 divided by 4 will give me 9.75. This is 9.75 here plus 1.5 inches. On the hemline, I'll put down my hip measurement on the hemline. On my hip, I have 11.5. Here also, I'll come and mark 11.5. Now connect this line to the hip line in a straight line like this, and I'll connect the hip to the waist and the waist to the bust. So this is it, we are done. This butterfly gown is very quick to make. So now the next we have to do, we have to work on the neckline. So now for the neckline, we're marking down the front neckline. I'll use 3 inches for the width of the neckline. Then for the depth of the neckline, I will make use of 7 inches. Because this is a V neckline, if you check the thumbnail, it's a V neckline. I'm done with the drawing of the front neckline. Now open this up so we can draw the back neckline. Now we have to cut the neckline. I make it as the shoulder line. So from this shoulder line now, we want to cut the, on this on the thumbnail, the back neckline and the front neckline is not the same thing. The back neckline is round, the front neckline is V, and we've already gotten the front neckline. Now we want to draw the back neckline. So for the back neckline, We still use the same width we use for the front, for the back, which is 3 inches. This is my 3 inches there. Then I'll come up by 1 inches for the depth of my back neckline. This is the depth, 1 inches. Now I'll just connect this like this to the 1 inches. So now I've done the back neckline. You know the thumbnail, when you check the thumbnail very well, you will see the front is not that sharp view. It's not that sharp V neckline. You can call it oval shape. It's not sharp. So you can see how it is. This is the back and the front neckline. So now cut this out. I'm done with the cutting of the neckline. You can see how the neckline is. It's not V, it's not that sharp V, it's oval shape. So now cut a facing. You can see the neck now. This is how it is, this oval shape. And I made use of 3.5 inches. After cutting with 3 inches, I saw that it was too small for the edge to pass through, so I added half inches. Now after sewing it will be giving us 4 inches for the width. I will cut out my lining that will use and turn the neckline. The facing for the butterfly gown, I want to make use of this bridal satin. This is how to place your fabric on the facing. You place it like this and pin down. So now to cut this facing, I will make the width of the facing by 2 inches. Now cut this out. So now to sew this facing, I will turn the front of the gown and place my facing like this. I'll go and sew on half inches round the neckline and tell you guys what next to do. I'm done with the turning of the neckline. Now I'll give this a launch and give it a good press and turn it to the back, because this is the facing, is going to the back. That's what I'll do now. Give it a good launch and turn this to the back and give it a good press. I'll tell you what next to do. With the pressing, you can see how neatly finished it is. I used Emmy gum to hold the facing in place, but I will still use my hand needle to tack it down, because after washing it, you know, the Emmy gum will be removing. But I will just tack it down little by little. When I want to do that, I'll show you guys. The next we have to do is to sew down our pockets. If you check the thumbnail, it has a pocket. So I've drawn my measurement here. I don't want it to be visible on the fabric, so there will not be too much chalk on the fabric. So this is my pocket. The width of the pocket is by 8 inches. After folding, we have 7 inches. Then the length is by 13 inches. You know, on the thumbnail the pocket is very long. I'll come up by 7 inches for the hem of the gown, because we'll be folding 2 inches down for the folding allowance. Then 5 inches will be where the pocket will be starting from. So now this is the pocket. I'll go to the sewing machine now. From the side of the gown, I came in by 2 inches, so it will not be too close to the sewing allowance that we have there. So now I'll just go and sew this down before we start joining the sides together. I'm done with the sewing of the pockets. You can see how it looks, and I added this short fringe to the pocket to give it a design at the pocket area. So now the next thing we have to do now, I will go and fold the hem of this my gown on 2 inches for the front and the back, while for the side I will go and fold. After folding this one like this, after folding it like this on 2 inches, then I will now fold on half inches at the side all round. Now let me do this and show you guys what it looks like. So guys, I'm done with the folding of the hem of the gown and I fold the side also. You can see how it is. So now you can see the markings on the front of my gown. I will go and sew this down on the both side and display this on my dress for you to see the beauty of this gown. I'm done with the sewing of the sides of this gown. You can see how beautiful this gown looks. If you've been making this, please don't forget to tag us on Instagram and on TikTok, Sim by Sarah. Thank you guys for watching to the end. I really appreciate you all. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. See you guys on my next video. God bless you.